My late husband was in army, so I'm doing it for him as well. I'm proud to wear it.
There was loads of people killed in that war, young men. It makes me sad. And the last man killed,
the sacrifices that lots and lots of young men and older men suffered and laid down their lives so that we could have a better life. And the Indian Army played a big part. And the Australians, New Zealand, Canadians, South Africans all came and fought against a threat that threatened our living, our lifestyle.
It's sad and the wars doesn't bring any joy it doesn't bring any happiness. And what we want to do is to celebrate the people who have sacrificed their lives for us, that we can live in peace for the future.
In memory of everybody that died. My late husband was in army, so I'm doing it for him as well. I'm proud to wear it. He doesn't understand. Dear, I can't get a word out. But it's a lovely memory. If we can't if we can't stand up and admire what they did for us, it's a poor world. A lot of lives were lost. A lot of sons, husbands, brothers, they all lost.
We are here today, to celebrate for this great day,
My late husband's dad, he was in Navy, and I've got his medals in my house that he got. They're there even though my late husband's no longer here. He's a picture of the ship that he was on in World War One. So I'm proud to be here.
I remember when they dropped a bomb at Woodpecker down at the bottom of York Road, which is far from here, and they moved it from, when it got bombed, they moved it to the other side of the road then, the Woodpecker. It was a draperies, gent clothes and stuff like that. You remember that? When we were kids, after there'd been a bombing, we used to go out next day picking bits of shrapnel up. You know, from bombs, yeah. Then we tried to sell them, but they wouldn't have them. Yeah, we all used to go down in, there used to be cellars, like knitter nuts in gardens. And when sirens went, we all used to run and go in these knitter nuts and sit there till it stopped.
Before all this war business, I can't so much as recall ever sending or receiving a letter. I don't remember writing very much at all, if truth be told. Well, not since school, any road, and certainly not letters. I suppose a certain kind of fellow might have written letters before all this, but it wasn't the dumb thing for someone like me. If you wanted to get your message across, you just whistled or hollered. There's life and death in these little bits of paper, and that's responsibility, is that? These little pieces of paper are like the blood flowing through the veins of this old army, and I carry them out here on the front line, dodging bombs and bullets on old Bessie here, where you've got to make sure the news gets through, whether it's good, bad, or just plain old run-of-the-mill.
A one-man show that I've been touring around Leeds about World War I and the Leeds Pals. It's a story of Harry Hartshorn, a private in the Pals regiment, who was seconded to deliver letters and things to the front line. So along with my bike, if you would like to follow me round, along with my trusty bike Bessie here, I travel in between the stations and billets and outposts of France and down to the front line delivering letters and information.
I really should start at the beginning, otherwise none of this makes any sense.
If it hadn't been for these people, Britain wouldn't be what it is today, that's for sure. That's for sure.
I think it's great what they're doing for Army and everybody, and I think it's a worthwhile cause.
It's to commemorate the start of the World War I and to make people aware of everything that went off, and also to make sure that our past and present armed forces people are looked after.
As you know, from World War I and World War II, nobody's won anything for the people, and it gets more suffering, more atrocities are happening in the world wars. So therefore what we want to do is condemn the world wars, hopefully by having events like this to educate local people and celebrate together and break them barriers and build bridges for the future.
How the world would have ended up if the war had been won by the enemy. But having said that, there is a lot of peace in Europe now, and what nations need to do is learn from what happened in that 10th conflict, because at the end of the day one's got to sit down and talk to your enemies, and you've got to reach compromises and reach settlements, because war doesn't do anyone any good.
Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny. tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very